Drives when they went boxing one, got in the paint, made a couple big buckets as well, which kind of opened things back up.
Marcus, if you can indulge me for a second, can you take us back to the Belmont game?
Oh my goodness!
It was a kind of a last-second situation like this where the execution was kind of jacked up, but obviously it's a long time since then. What was kind of the difference? What have you guys learned through the course?
The difference was the playmaker didn't try to go behind the back and split two people and turn the ball over to lose the game. That's the biggest difference. I remember that. I'll never forget that play in the Belmont game. But we did learn from that. We know we've been in tight game situations before, and we know where the ball is supposed to be, and we honestly executed perfectly. The biggest play was when we ran one of our box sets for James Michael with the cross screen, and then I go through the elevator doors. James Michael got great position down low and got us a bucket to tie it up. That was the second biggest play of the game by far. Our execution on that was perfect, and then we were able to get a flat screen, and I was able to get to the basket on the last play.
Was that a set play, that final drive down the court?
Yeah, we call that go. With anything, usually we'll have a timeout left, and we'll say if it's above 7 seconds, then just go. We're not going to use a timeout, but we didn't have any timeouts, so that's something we've practiced. With that much time, you want to screen. Try to get an early ball screen somewhere in between half court and the 3-point line, and then just attack and have shooters in the corner. But once I got the step on my guy and saw Vanderberg late to help, I wasn't giving it up.
I like playing through as opposed to getting the timeout. If you would have had the timeout.
Yeah, because then the defense can zone, they can try some different things, they can get favorable matchups. When you just get it out and go, you're putting pressure on them. You're putting pressure on the officials to make a call in the moment, rather than having time to regroup, because they're human too. So it puts pressure on us as well, but we like that attack mode. Make us make a play instead of having them give them a chance to do something funky on defense.
Marcus, do you get tired? Are you tired?
Yes.
You don't look tired.
I'm very tired. Don't let my demeanor fool you. I'm exhausted, but that's fun. This is something we'll remember. We'll talk about. Remember we played horrible at State. TJ Warren was killing us, but we grinded it out. We did what Coach told us to through the final 8 minutes and overtime, and we were able to get a big win.
And as the season winds on and you play more and more minutes, it's got to be catching up with you. Are you doing things to kind of manage the fatigue that's got to be there just to cope with it?
Yeah, I do stuff every day with our strength coach and our trainer. Getting in the cold tub, doing foam roll, stretching every day, because it's a long season, especially with the extra practices we had at the beginning of the year. But Coach Williams will always say we're 18, 19, 20, 21 years old. We can do this. This is what we do.
Marcus, what's this feeling like when like this on the road in the fashion that you guys did against the rival?
It was great. It was great. The way the game went was that's as intense as you can have it. To have them go up 6 in overtime after being up double digits in the first half, we clawed back. They made some huge plays. When they got up 6, the intensity in the gym builds. They think they have the game, but Coach always says just fight till the end. You never know, you can make something happen. We were able to force a turnover. It was great, and then to kind of shut the fans up, it was very satisfying.
Marcus, you mentioned it in down 6 in overtime. What was the huddle like? What were their thoughts, and what were people saying down 6?
It's hard not to like I said to someone earlier, the margin for error when you're down 6 in overtime, it's a small window of time. It's very slim, but we were able to make the plays. We had heads down and guys kind of mad after we committed the first foul and they made the free throws to go up 6, or they got a basket to go up 6. But we just kept barking at myself, James Michael, coach kept barking at guys like, hey, 2.5 minutes is a long time. You can make a lot happen. Just play it through, see what happens. And we were able to come up with some big time plays.
And not just shots. He was a facilitator out there, and he made things a lot easier for a lot of the guys. And but in a game like today, when you got 2 guys that are hot, you don't really want to just sit back and take a back seat, but you kind of just got to realize that tonight's not your night, and really just try to make things easier for him.
I know we joke about Marcus having a bad first half and strong second half. He kind of topped himself tonight. But what do you think it is about him?
I think it just comes down to him, stepping up, being the leader, especially a nice night tonight where he has the ball in his hand, he's playing the point guard position, which he's been doing a lot in these past couple of games where we have been kind of putting some wins together. So I think the biggest thing is just for us as teams, for us as a team, just getting him open, getting him shots. Something that we kind of have to talk about a little too much, especially when we have such a great scorer like him.
I know you've had a lot of big wins in this 10-game win streak. This one coming into NC State.
I mean, it's definitely the biggest one just because it's the most recent one. And, you know, the situations that we're in today, I mean, we had our backs against the wall. I mean, at one point I remember seeing Coach roar on the ground. Like, I was like, what's wrong with him? But, I mean, today's a great day for Carolina. I think it's definitely something we want to learn from as we get ready for our next game, you know, going into another tough road game in Virginia Tech.